Instadapp was born from ETHIndia 2018 edition, and from later on, Instadapp mission was to make DeFi users to access DeFi very easily. But so we have created few tools like migration tool, bridging, and save and leverage to the users, which users liked it. Then later on, we were thinking that we have to open our infrastructure and everything to the developers also. So we came up with the DSA, Defi Smart Account. I'll be going through the Defi Smart Account, what it actually does and what you can build off of it. So DSA is basically for developers, users, and protocols. So in DSA, protocols like Maker, Compound, DYDX are integrated. You can use those and you can build something on top of it. So as you can see, a user can manage, a user can have multiple DSS and he can manage lending, liquidity bridge, lotteries, and staking pools. So a user can have multiple accounts and he can keep one account for lending, another account for making like leveraging his assets, everything, and another account for lotteries and everything. And then comes the owners, managers, and automation for the DSA. So in DSA uh, we have this authentication system where a owner can give access to a user for a limited protocols. Like if I'm the owner and I want to give someone else the access, I'll be just giving the access of one protocol, and then he'll be able to manage only that protocol in DSA. Then comes the then comes the scaling of the DeFi assets. So now in DeFi, you can leverage your position, you can vote on DAOs, you can earn interest and everything. So in account one, you can earn interest, and in account five, you can leverage your position, and on account 25 or account any other account, you can use it as a voting, like in compound governance or in the MakerDAO governance. So 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 using Defi, you don't need to write any smart contracts. You can directly interact with the protocols with just the JavaScript code. So in that, we have our SDK, which is super easy to integrate, and we in that it manages all the ABIs and the addresses of the protocols and everything. You can just use that one. I'll be showing you how to use that. One second. So this is the documentation. You can go through it, docs.instadapp.io. This is where it will be explaining you about the DSA and everything. So on DSA currently the supported protocols are MakerDAO, Compound versus Kyber, Curve, DYDX, and 1inch. So you can install the SDK via npm, or for browsers you can copy the CDN link and start using it. This is the installation part. Then comes to the setup. So once you have the SDK setup, if you're new to DSA, first you have to create a smart account using the build function. So you can use this and you can build it. And the other cool feature in the docs is you can directly test it over here. So let's say if I want to build it, I can just directly run it from here. A MetaMask pop-up will activate and it will say to do the transaction. Then you can directly test it out here. So once you have built the DSA, then you can start using our connectors like MakerDAO and Compound. So if you can just go, so I'll be sharing you this link, the docs.instadapp.io. You can go through the installation and setup part. Now I'll be just showing you one use case, like the debt bridge. So on the previous Instadapp, the smart wallet were capable of transferring your uh, position from one protocol to another, like moving a position from compound to make a DAO to compound. So that was just limit. So in that we were making all the logics and everything, but in the DSA you can create your own logic and you can just uh, build the migrate and the depth bridge. So I'll be just showing you how simple the code is. So to make the depth bridge, you can just use this code and you can just build the depth bridge. With this one, you in just 5 minutes you can get your DApp up and running. So this is how the DSA works. I'll be going through the bounties now. So now we are giving away 3,000 worth of bounties, up to 3,000 worth of bounties, and we are expecting you to build the following ideas we are expecting to build. First one is the recipe maker. Since you saw on the docs, this was one of the use case where you can use DSA and build it. In a similar way, we are expecting you to make the own recipe. Like, so this is how you make the recipe. So first you'll able to borrow a flash loan from our DSA. Then you'll be able to pay back it, and then the rest thing follows. So in the same way, we're expecting you to build something, a new strategy or something where the deaf users can find accessing defi easily. And this whole thing is done in just single transaction. So this is like you're adding uh, the the logic here, this logic and the six of the logics, and you can just cast the six logics into the blockchain in just one single transaction. The next thing we are expecting you to build is a DeFi bot. So with the DeFi bot, you can automate the DeFi assets, like you can save users assets from liquidation, or you can leverage it. So you can find the use case over here. So that will be leverage or short. And then next comes the authority. So we are expecting you to build a manager dashboard to manage all the authorities of the DSA and everything. So you can check out the authorities connector over here. So using just this code snippet, you can add a owner or you can remove a owner of the DSA. The next thing is the one of the cool feature in the DSA is we have integrated a flash loan. This is our inbuilt liquidity pool. You can access it via the connectors. I'll be just showing you where you can use that. So in the connectors, you'll be having this Insta pool. You can use that and you can borrow amount of liquidity, and then at the end of the transaction, can pay back it. So that's one of the cool feature that has been integrated on the DSA. You can use this and you can build a use case around this one. The next thing is we are expecting you to build a DSA Explorer. So so you have seen like we have a maker scan also, that is for the maker NCD, where a user can get to know more about his CDP and everything. So we are expecting you to build a similar thing for the DSA, where I'll be showing you how our dashboard currently looks. So this is the dashboard. So in this you can manage MakerDAO compound. So in a similar way, we are expecting you to build a DSA Explorer for searching of all the smart accounts, or to view the transaction and to explain the compound MakerDAO or any protocol position. And the last one, if you have any better idea than the top and then the five ideas, you can build that. So that's about the bounties. Now the resources are there in the blog, the Chain Runner Hackathon blog. You can get to know more about the DSA, the developer docs, and the quick start. And we are super active on the develop in the ETHIndia Discord channel and Telegram and Discord as well. So you, you can ping us if you have any queries or anything. So that's it.